Yes, hello class. Yeah, now we have come to the 13th topic, and but before we start, I would like to ask a question. A father went with his son for a journey, and they crashed in a terrible road accident. Then it happened that the father died. That was very bad. But when the boy was rushed to the hospital, the emergency ward where he was taken, a surgeon who came to attend to him said, "This is my son." How is that possible? Yes, Precious?
I think that maybe that surgeon would have been the uncle of that child, the so-called maybe not half father, but some people call their uncles young fathers.
Young fathers.
So maybe
Okay, that's good. That's correct. Because some tribes take the father, the brother of your father as a what? A father. Still, that's correct. That's only possible in case the surgeon was a brother to the father. That's very good. Thank you. Now let us go to our topic for today. That is, it's called business mathematics or commerce. Topic 13, business mathematics. Of course, business is called commerce or commerce. And under here we are going to look at several subtopics which we shall include. We shall have profits and loss. Hope you are aware of that work. From which level are that? Primary. Then you will have discounts, commission, insurance, interest, then hire purchase. I'll ask you to make research on tax. That means for you, you'll read about tax. Especially in your country, Uganda, you are going to read about tax, because all this is under business. Let us start with profits and loss. And in the discussion of profits and loss, I hope since you are aware of these things, you will help me get out the formulas. Which key terms do we deal with here? Yes, Grace.
the cost price or buying price.
That means the terms are cost price. That's, we call it CP. Then
The selling price.
selling price. That's called SP. What else do we have under there?
Yes.
Loss. What to make a loss?
The selling price minus
Which one is lower? To sell, which one is low? Selling price and
cost price.
is less in making a loss. It is selling price. Therefore, this will be who subtracts the other?
Selling price minus the cost price.
Selling price minus cost price. Are you sure? This means selling is higher.
The cost price minus.
You make a loss when you sell at what? At a higher or at a low cost? At a low cost. Therefore, the cost price is higher than Now the other term is, how do we get to the profit? Cost price. What else? Percentage profit. How do we get percentage profit?
Selling price.
Selling price.
Out of cost price.
Out of costs. Are you sure? Percentage of the profit made. Can it be again selling?
Okay, cost price. Out of selling price.
Are you sure? If I say get percentage of, if boys are 30 and girls are 20, what's the percentage of boys, of girls? You do have it as 20 out of? No. 20 out of? 50. Of course, always over the total. Then this must be what? Out of? Not so? Then percentage loss? That's loss out of? Still this is maintained. 100%. Okay. Is that right? Now, I want us to get more formulas. Assuming the percentage, assuming other formulas now, let's say, let percentage profit be percentage profit be X%. Not so? If I wanted the selling price in terms of this, how will I achieve that? This is a percentage. If somebody, if a car costs 5 million, then the buyer, the seller sells it at 20% profit. How can we get that formula? What the car costs this but sells this 20%. What is the selling price in terms of it?
100% plus X.
Plus X out of 100 times. Now now the cost price would be the other way around. I don't know if somebody would really understand that this would invert. This would now shift. This must come this side. Now out of percentage, if the percentage loss was given instead, assuming you have the percentage loss is Y%, then what is the selling price? Y times the cost price. There are other ways of approaching this, but they are longer routes. Not so? The routes are much longer. Now we are going to do numbers. We all agree that we are the ones who gave those formulas? Or it is me who gave them for my own good? Okay. Right, then I give you numbers. But you are the ones coming to calculate since you gave formulas, not so? Who is ready? You are all ready. Jane bought a television set. Jane bought a television set at shillings 450,000. At shillings 450,000. She sold it at shillings 550,000. She sold it at shillings 550,000. Calculate the percentage profit. Who is that coming to face that challenge? Yeah, I think do the first question. We shall move like that. Grace.
So the question is asking us to find the percentage profit. And we shall first of all have to find the profit. And how do we find the profit? Its profit is equal to the selling price minus the cost price. So what's the selling price in that question? 550,000. And then the cost price? 450,000 shillings. So as the profit, you'll subtract 550,000 shillings minus 450,000 shillings. 100,000 shillings. Giving us 100,000 shillings. So the question is asking us to find percentage profit. And how do you find percentage profit? Profit out of the selling, the cost price. Cost price times 100%. So we shall have to substitute in all these. The profit is 100,000 shillings. And then the cost price is 450,000 shillings times 100%. So the shillings can be cancelled. These 3 zeros, this 0 and this 0. So now we have 10 out of 45 times 100%. Which multiple can we use? Which 5? By 5 we get 2. This is 9. So we have here 2 times 100% is 200 out of 9. It's 22.222.
You can round off to 2 decimal places.
22 out of 9. 22 whole number.
That's better. That's all? Okay.
Okay, fine. I think we can divide it, yeah? Okay, by 9. Then by 20, we have 2 because there is 18 and remainder 2. So then by 20 you get 2, remainder 2. So we shall have 22 whole number, 2 out of 9%. So therefore, the percentage profit is equal to 22, 2 out of 9%. Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, according to this decimal, I have to round it to
Now, it is better that whenever there is a decimal, unless they have said, but it's better round it to 1, 2 or more, but you specify in brackets that I did it 1 decimal place. Yeah, I think that's good from Grace. Now I want to give you another one, and we shall not dwell, since you have formulas, you will be attempting numbers. Yeah, that means I can just give you one here. I add you another one, and she's ready. The next person. She's ready. An article costs. An article costs shillings 15,000 and it was sold at a percentage loss. It was sold at a percentage loss of 40%. What was the selling? Could we have somebody? Yes, the next person. I think we shall keep the formulas on.
The question is asking us to find the selling price when given percentage loss and the cost price. So selling price is equals to 100% minus the percentage loss, which is 40%, out of 100% times the cost price, which is equals to 100% minus 40%, which is 60%. 60% out of 100% times the cost price, which is 15,000 shillings. Sorry for that. Then the percentage and percentage will be cancelled. Then the 0 and 0, 0, and that's 0. So 6 times 15, 90. 6 times the 15, which is 90. Then we shall add these two zeros, which is 9,000, the selling price.
Yeah, I think, yes.
My question is so brief, but
Mm.
I'm not understanding.
But hard.
No, it's not. The question is that where did we get from that 100 that we are dividing all that percentage? How that maybe the 100 minus the 100% minus the 40%, if it's the percentage, it's all out of 100.
Mm.
But then why did she put percentage in?
Are you trying to say that she was incorrect here?
I'm not arguing what she wrote.
Yes.
I'm just asking
About what she wrote, whether she should put or not.
Yes.
But because she by putting the cancel as she demonstrated, I think we've answered, not so. Okay, we discuss discounts now. Now, discount means you pay less. That's all?
Yes.
You pay less. It's like who makes the loss?
The seller.
That means the concept of discount is the concept of loss. That we attempt it as we attempt losses. Yes, means you pay less. Are you ready for the next discussant?
Yes.
We are saying the way you attempt a discount is the way you attempt a loss. Now it says here, Amina bought a television set. Amina bought a television set at a discount of 5%. The marked price of the TV set, the marked price of the TV set was shillings 320,000. Was shillings 320,000. How much did she buy the TV? How much did she buy the TV? Could we have somebody taking over that? How much did she buy the TV? If she was given the next discussant, you can come on. Yes? You take over the next year. How much did she buy?
Well, here they're asking for the selling price.
Go on. Read the question for her.
Amina bought a television set at a discount of 5%. The marked price of the TV set was 320,000 shillings. How much did she buy the television? Selling price is 320. The marked price of the TV, meaning the selling price. Please repeat the question.
Read
Amina
that.
bought a television set at a discount of 5%. The marked price of the television set was 320,000 shillings. How much did she buy the television? Okay. You're looking for the selling price. Now you're looking for the buying price. Or cost price. Yes, the money that Amina used to buy the television.
That means the loss at which the seller sold that. That would be in another way. Because the seller is now selling at a lower what? Price. The item costs 320, but then the buyer is receiving it at a less value by 5%. Let her finish up.
Okay, so we are looking for the cost price. Cost price is equal to This percentage loss, which is x. I represented it as x, which is 5%, times the selling price, which is 320k. Percentage cancels. 95 divided by 5.
You can directly apply a calculator all through. Apply a calculator for her so that she doesn't spend time dividing.
Here I have 378.
Is she right? She's not right.
Okay, teacher, it's
That money should be lower.
yes.
That means the formula is
Start off with first 5
big.
Set 5 out of 100. Is the selling price. 5 of 100 are different from how
From both. Okay, summarize 1 minute. 1 minute only. Then we hear a suggestion and we move on to something else. That means the method was not correct.
Okay, my method, it says you have to first find the discount. Okay, the discount, which is 5%, so meaning it will be 100% minus 5% to give us 95%. Yes. So we shall multiply this discount times the amount we have, the selling price. So it will be 95 out of 100 times 320,000 shillings.
Apply calculator. Keep time.
So it will be 95 times 31. Let's have a find. So this is the first course. That's what we're doing.
Okay, that's good, thank you. Now that means you have an alternative to this. Because of time, I think, what was this value? This is very correct. What was this? It was the marked price, which was the cost what? Price.
That is also
What?
first find
The discount, which is 5%.
subtracted from the selling price.
From this one. But this, was it the selling or the cost of the item?
What was the selling price?
And now the problem is that in discounts, if you look at the question, you might think it is asking for the cost price. Now to the seller, the marked price acts as the what? The cost price. Then to the seller again, what he sells you at is what you buy at. Not so? The question wanted what? What did he buy at? That means what did the seller sell at? That's why she inverted the formula, not so? That was the formula times the cost what? I think that's what you have applied here. It was the other way around. It means mistaking this and this is the problem in discounts. We must know that the selling price is the buying price of the buyer, but the seller he's selling what? I think you see that. To the seller, the cost price remains the cost price and the selling price. But for if they say how much did you buy at, it becomes now your cost what? It becomes now the other way. That means everything you attempt at the seller's point, not at the buyer's what? Point. Because the selling price of the seller is the buying price of, it's what at the buyer buys at. I'm convinced to read this because people erred in the first one. Grace paid 15,300 after being given. Grace paid 15,300 shillings after being given a 15% discount. What was her original bill? Now we said when you are attempting discount questions at the seller's point, consider the amounts given either to be the cost price or the selling price in terms of the seller, not so, not the buyer. Okay, could we have somebody elaborating to us clearly? Yes, warming up there. Anybody very ready? You will take not more than 2 minutes. Yes, run and work. Not more than 2 minutes. If you are ready, run here.
Okay, the question is asking, since it has said we have to base on the seller's side, so the question is asking for the cost price. The original price is the cost price. How much did that seller buy? That how much did the seller have to buy? What is it? Okay. Grace paid 15,300 after being given a discount of 15%. What was the original fee? So it will be 100 out of 100 minus 15 times the selling price. So it will be 100 out of 100 minus 50. 8,500. Hence the selling price that is 15,300. 15,300 shillings. So by 5, 17. By 520, so it will give us 20 out of 17 times 15,300 shillings. 18,000.
Now you must reason your answer logically. Look at it. Is it logical? Is it correct? Yeah. Thank you very much. Now we are dropping to something else here. We are going to commission. Now what's commission? Who has ever made a deal? How much were you given by a friend?
It was supposed to be a phone, but that person made the deal.
Hey, you agreed. What did you do to receive a phone?
We say it was a deal that, these people who comes Chaco stores or those cards. He was saying that the Chaco stores are orange, I was saying they were blue. Then I told him I put there mine. Then he said he put there his phone. When we found out that the Chaco stores were blue, that was where our witnesses.
That means for you, you were in another business again called what? Which business was he in now? Betting. Because she was in a game of probability, not so?
Yes.
Which was called what?
Gambling. It's not gambling,
It was they had stricken a deal of if I succeed, you pay, not so? If the thing is not correct?
No, it's not gambling.
You were very sure.
Yes.
But the other person wasn't.
She wasn't sure. But now,
Okay, let me listen to our deal and we compare and we see.
For my case, he had to give me 5,000, so that I can tell him what a peacock is called in Uganda before 8 a.m.
That was another deal. That a peacock called in Uganda. Were you not also gambling?
It was. No, she was gambling. It wasn't gambling. She was gambling.
Okay, now let me listen. Maybe there is betting here instead. Go ahead.
You see, I'm going to speak about Jukwe. Okay, you see, I had come here at school, and then I told him to buy for me something. Then he told me that I have to give him money for transport. And he told me that I have to give him commission, well known as money for transport.
Now, what is commission? Is a casimo, is an appreciation for doing something on behalf of the other. Like if I gave you to sell for me this phone here, I will say, I want you to sell it at what? At 100,000. Then I will give you 10%. You go and sell. When you come, I give you your 10,000, your commission, not so. Now we can proceed and say commission is the money paid when an item is sold on behalf of another person. When an item is sold on behalf of another. I think you understand. Some of you had taken other games to be what?
Teacher, how about this deal? If someone asks you to
yes.
give that person something, that person is supposed to give you money.
Telling something which you are sure, or
Sure, like
asking a question?
Let me say something happened to a person. Like an accident when you're on a bicycle then you knock a tree. Then they ask you what was that person after. Who knocked the tree?
They are giving
Then
you commission.
I will give you 1,000.
Commission. An appreciation. Now you write this one. This is your question. You but don't dwell in games, you know. So let me read. I want to give you one question on commission here, and it's here. A saleswoman earns a basic salary earns a basic salary. Basic is like a fixed amount which you are paid at work. Then other monies can be added to you. Earns a basic salary of shillings 120,000. Shillings 120,000. And a commission of 8%. And a commission of 8% on her monthly sales. On her monthly sales. If her monthly sales are 1,350,000, if her monthly sales are 1,350,000, find her income for that month. Find her income for that month. How shall we have that done? Yes, somebody could discuss that very, very fast, and 2 minutes only. That one, I think I take on with that, then I give you this one under commission. Now when they say, now the monthly sales are how many? How much does she sell? 1,350,000. Which commission should she receive here? Commission? She receives 8% of the monthly what? Sales. That means she receives 8 out of 100 times 1,350,000. Calculator. Somebody compute there. How much?
It is 10,800.
10,800, like that. Now total income, you remember total income? Remember the base, yes?
108,000.
100?
8,000. No, it is 10. It is 108,000. There are 2 zeros. Okay. Yeah.
108.
Yes.
Like this. Eh? Now, basic, I've told you that basic is a fixed money that you are paid, which will not be removed. Like the bosses can say, every month you have a basic of 100, but then in addition to your work, whatever work you do, they give you an extra, but there is already a fixed whether you've done work or you have not done what? Work. That is, the basic was how much?
120,000 shillings.
Then add to this, she earns a total of 28,000 shillings. Yeah, thank you. I want to read for you one commission here. And I think somebody is ready to discuss it. Could I read for you this commission number?
Yes.
Yeah. It says, a mobile phone agent sells each SIM pack. A mobile phone agent sells each SIM pack at 3,000 shillings. Each SIM pack at 3,000 shillings. For each SIM pack sold, the agent gets a 10% commission. The agent gets a 10% commission. Calculate the commission the agent gets. Calculate the commission the agent gets if he sells 50 SIM packs each day. Take on that only. You have 2 minutes to handle that. Who is ready? Let's discuss it very. I see it once. Let me have Precious. Take it. Mira, you are not participating. You have not discussed anything, not so? Next one is yours.
Calculate the commission the agent gets if she sells 50 SIM packs each day. And then 50 SIM packs. So we shall have to first find the amount of money for all this, the 50 SIM packs, which is 3,000 times 50. Which will give us...
But you have not told us what you are finding.
I'm finding the amount of money for all the 50 SIM packs.
Indicate for us there. Cost for 50.
Which is equals to 150,000. So now they're asking us for the commission, isn't it? So commission equals to the percentage times the cost for the SIM cards, which is 150,000 shillings, which is 10 out of 100 times 150,000 shillings. So 100, which is 150, and 15,000 shillings, which is the commission.
Is that correct? Yeah, thank you for being very, yeah, she has been very fabulous. But this time I want to see Millie. Millie has not wanted to participate. Okay, let us go to another business term here. All people have captured this, correct? Let us go to insurance. You remind me we should not forget foreign exchange. We didn't. Foreign exchange was missing under our subtopics, foreign exchange. Now, what is insurance? Yes, let me receive people's comments. What is insurance? Who has ever heard of insurance? Yes. From who? From?
My dad.
Does he have an insurance?
Maybe.
What is it? What did he tell you about? Now, insurance is just to protect yourself. Like, now listen, that if I'm afraid that maybe I might maybe die, or my car might get an accident, or my house might catch fire. Now, insurance is just protection against any risk that you expect. Not so? You protect against any risk. Now, where do you go? Listen, you go to what we call insurance company. What do they really do? Yes, they give you an insurance, not so? They tell you that if you die, we shall give some money to your people, not so? If your car gets an accident, we shall pay it back, not so? Now, an insurance is simply a protection against some risks. And normally it is done by an insurance company. Now, the insurance company here, it is called the insurer. It's called the what? Insurer. Then for you, the client, their customer, is called the insured. Now, when an insurance company calls you, you sign an agreement with the company. That means you got the company, and the same maybe because they have many insurance types. Like there is life what? Yes, medical. Then there is fire, against fire. There is motor vehicle. Then the other things, not so? Now, you decide that because some insurance companies have, each one has some policies. A policy is the agreement that you make. You write a policy with the company. That means that policy is the what? The agreement, and they say, me, I want to insure my car. I want to insure my car for 5 years. I want to insure my car for 5 years. So against, and you don't insure against anything. If you say against an accident, you will sign a policy with an accident. If you say against fire, you sign a policy with fire. When you say fire and you get an accident, they don't pay you. That means when for you insure against the fire and the car catches fire, they will compensate either the whole car or repair it. Now you sign what we call an agreement, and they will require you to either pay every month some money. Like if your car costed 5 million, then they will calculate and say that if your car is costing 5 million, then every month maybe we shall be taking 10% for 5 years. That means they always calculate a fixed money you should pay, and the fixed money you pay monthly is called what? A premium. Now, what is, I'm going to ask you a question. Somebody will take me through what I've discussed. I said that an insurance is just a protection against what? A risk. And normally, who protects you? An insurance company. And an insurance company is called insurer. Then for you, the client, you are called insured. Then you must first sign an agreement. You choose a policy, or you choose the type of what? Product. Now for them, they call them products. You choose the type of product, maybe life insurance. Then sign an agreement that me I'm signing a life insurance or motor vehicle. Then every month you'll be paying a fixed amount called what? Premium, or every year, depending. Now after paying that means when one item gets a problem, they compensate you. Is that fine? Yeah. Mire, can you take us through that one and I give this question? Normally the premium you pay is calculated as a what? A percentage. Mire, take us through what I've said, then I give this question to you.
You have said insurance is protecting yourself against risks. And then you have said a person who protects you from those risks is called the company. It is called an insurance company. Then that person who is working in that insurance company is called an insurer. Then the person who has gone to the insurance company to be helped is called the insured person. Then the things you choose to be helped in the insurance company are called items. And the percentage you pay is called premium.
Okay, thank you. That was great. Great to hear from Mile. Now answer this question. Somebody who is going to guide us, but I will be the one answering. Harry wishes to insure his house. Harry wishes to insure his house worth shillings 5 million, worth shillings 5 million. He also wants to insure his car valued at, he also wants to insure his car valued at shillings 8 million. Shillings 8 million. His TV valued at shillings 500,000. His TV valued at shillings 500,000. Shillings 500,000. And he also takes all the risk cover on the items in the office. All the risk cover on the items in the office at shillings 800,000. The insurance company advises him to pay an annual. The insurance company advises him to pay an annual premium at the following rates. An annual premium at the following rates. Are we there? 20% of the value of his car. 20% of the value of his car. $25% of the value of his house, and 15% on the value of other assets. On the value of other assets, 15% on the value of other assets. How much premium would he pay annually? Yeah, let me receive that. How much premium would he pay annually? Now, who is guiding us through? What do we do? Patience, you are ready, or Precious, or? Work for each. Or you discuss over there.
Like one does a car, one does the house, one does
Okay, but to save time, I would like one person. You come and discuss. Who is ready? The entire number, you come with the calculator. Or she wanted to come. Come and do.
Okay, the question is, Harry wishes to insure her house worth 5 million. The house worth 5 million. He also wants to insure his house valued at 8 million. His television valued at 500,000. And he also wants all the he also takes all the risks cover on the items in the office at shillings 8 million.
800,000.
The insurance company advises him to pay the annual premium at the following rates. What's the rate? 20% for the car, 25% for the house, 15% for the other assets. find a premium for the house, which will be the percentage, 25%, and the value price for the house, which is 5 million. So we shall have 25 out of 100 times 5 million. So for the car, we have, this is for the house. Then for the car, we have 20% times the 8 million, giving us 20 out of 100 times 8 million shillings. The 2 zeros and the 2 zeros. So we shall have 20. 1 million.
Give her the answers.
So we got to those for the other assets. Okay, fine. I'm not very sure and also the risk cover is part of the other assets. So is it?
Yes, it is. Because it is these things of the office.
Okay, fine. So we shall have to find that the amount of money for this 15%. So it will be that amount for the TV and then for the risk cover. So what do we have? We have 500,000 and 800,000.
1 million.
1,300,000. Okay, fine, thank you. So now fighting for the others. We shall have the percentage that we were told that we spent on the other assets. It's 15,000. I mean 15%. So it will be 15 out of 100 times 1,300,000 shillings. 2 zeros can be transferred. Then 15 times
195,000.
Now we have to find the total premium. So we shall add that for the house,
1,250,000 plus
1 million. Okay, that for the house. And then for the car, the other assets. Giving us
1 million.
what the total? Yeah, that
It's
total.
3 million. Here, 45,000. Wait, okay, 3045. 10,000. That's what I put on the app.
Is that the next one as I put through? So therefore the total premium is 3,045,000 shillings.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for being very, very stupendous. She has been very, very stupendous. Let us discuss another one here called, what is that next business item? Interest. Now, interest is an extra money that they put, that if you, like if for you lend your friend 1,000, unless he's a very close friend, but should not bring back 1,000. Should bring back 1,000 plus an appreciation addition fee called interest. You understand? Interest is the extra money they charge you after borrowing money. Not so? If you keep your money in a bank, the bank must give you some money on top of your money. If you borrow from the bank receives, the bank must be paid back its money with an interest. Not so? That means an interest is the extra charge after money has been borrowed. Is that right? Then the money borrowed or deposited in a bank, we call it principal.
And why is it called?
No, you see, that's business language, not so. Why is it called the principal? It's the language of the business. Now that in a bank you borrow or you deposit what we call principal, not so? Now there are two ways they charge you interest. Either they will charge you what we call simple interest, or they will charge you compound interest. Now simple interest is an interest just charged at once at the end of a certain period of time. They will say maybe you borrowed 5 million, you only pay 5% after 5 years. But if you borrow at a compound interest percentage, every year the money keeps accumulating. If you borrowed 5 million, after the first year 5 million, the second year they will be calculating on an interest on a different higher money. If the interest is 10% per annum, the first month, if it was 5 million, the first year they will calculate 10% of 5 million. Then the next year, you'll have another, the money will have increased by the interest, and now they calculate another interest on the money. That means you end up with a very, very big loss. So that the money keeps accumulating the principal which you borrowed 5 million, after 10 years they will indicate that you borrowed maybe 20 million. That means the principal keeps changing. Let us now summarize it this way, that simple interest is the interest that is just charged at once at the end of a certain period of time, and the principal remains the same every year. But compound interest is the interest that is charged on the new principal every year. On the new principal every year. And that means the principal keeps changing every year. Now let us start with simple interest here. How do we calculate simple interests? Interest which is simple is PRT, not so, out of? R is out of 100, R is the percentage, that's why we are saying out of 100. Okay, let us do some numbers on simple interest. Number 1 is here. John deposits 50,000 in a credit saving society. John deposits shillings 50,000 in a credit saving society, which gives simple interest at a rate of 5% per year, which gives a simple interest at a rate of 5% per year. If the money is withdrawn after 10 years, if the money is withdrawn after 10 years, calculate his interest. Then part B, total amount of money he is given at the end of 10 years. Total money he is given at the end of 10 years. What do we do?
Find a simple interest.
That is
Which is 50,000
50,000.
times 5 up to 100.
That means interest is 50,000 times,
5 up to 100.
then times,
10 years.
not so. What is the total interest he is given? 25,000. Now amount received is always
Interest plus principal.
interest plus principal. Very, very good girl. Good girl.
Because 500.
That is 50
500.
to 500,000 shillings. Yeah. Okay, that me I've kept the time. I did it in 1 minute, not so? Let me read this one here. Somebody should only use 1 minute. On a principal of 300,000 shillings deposited in a bank, on a principal of 300,000 shillings deposited in the bank, giving a simple interest rate of 20% per annum, giving a simple interest rate of 20% per annum, a man obtains an amount of 600,000 shillings of 20% per annum, a man obtains an amount of 600,000 shillings after a certain period of time. After a certain period of time. Calculate the time for which his money stayed in the bank. Calculate the time for which his money stayed in the bank. Somebody, if you lose 1 minute, you are free.
the simple interest, and the simple interest is equal to the total amount minus the interest, minus the price. So what's the total amount given in the question?
600,000 shillings.
600,000 shillings minus the price for
300,000 shillings.
300,000 shillings, giving us the simple interest as 300,000 shillings. Now the question is asking us to find the time when we are given the simple interest, the principal and the rate. So simple interest is equal to principal times rate times time out of 100. So the simple interest, which is 300,000 shillings, is equal to the principal, which is 300,000 shillings times the rest 20 times 20. Since we are given the time out of 100, so here we can cancel these two zeros. So we shall have 300,000 shillings, giving us 3,000 times 20. Let me hope it's right. So, since we are given here this side an unknown, so we shall make to the subject by dividing both sides by 60,000 shillings. So the shillings can be cancelled. This and this, we shall bring this side with T. Then this side, the shillings can also be cancelled. So by 6, by this, so meaning time is equal to 5 and time is given in years. So meaning that
Say that statement again.
Most times time is given in years.
Most time.
Time is given in years. So therefore, the time,
Yeah, very, very great. We appreciate you. Now let us turn to compound interest. That's marvelous. Yeah. Let us turn to compound interests. Compound interest. I hope you agree with the Grace. You agree with the Grace? Now, compound interests. Now, we've said that in the compound interest, the principal does not remain the same, but it must change. It must change. Let me read this one. Morgan borrows 200,000 shillings. Are you okay, Natalie? Morgan borrows 200,000 shillings from a bank that charges a compound interest rate of 10% per annum. From a bank that charges a compound interest rate of 10% per annum. 10% per annum. He agrees to pay the bank He agrees to pay the bank the money with interest after 3 years. The money with interest after 3 years. How much does he pay back and what is the total interest? How much does he pay back and what is the total interest? Yeah. Now, how do we attempt to compound? We keep improving the principle. First year, capital T is 1, not so. What is the principle here? 200,000. What is the rate? 10%. What is the interest there now? PRT still clear? We are in the first year, T is 1. Therefore, you will have 200,000 times what? 10 times 1 out of 100, giving us 20,000. Now amount. Okay, let me just go to second year and call it time again. Still remains what? Because we are going for 3 years, first year, each year is handled independently because it has got its new money. Principal here becomes now the interest plus the old principal. Oh, there you are. New principal. Yes, we said the principal must keep changing. That's the interest plus the old what? Principal. That means you have 20,000 plus what? 200,000, giving us 20,000. Now, interest here is still PRT. That will give us, not so, the new principal times rate is still 10 times again 1. Each is handled on its own. What do you get? That gives us 20,000 shillings. Now third year, what is the new principal third year? Time is still 1 because now I'm on the third year on its own. On its own. What is the new principal?
22,000.
Is 222? Huh?
22,000.
Have you added this? This is the interest plus the old one. You don't use now the original, no? This one plus this. What do you get?
242,000 shillings.
Then calculate the interest there. Interest 242 times 1 again.
24,200 shillings.
Have you pressed well the calculator?
Yeah.
24,200
shillings.
200. Now this we are in the third year. There is no another year. Therefore, the amount in that year will be this plus. You understand? The principal is the amount in that year. Amount in third year will be the interest that year plus the old what? Principal. Clear? The interest is what? 24200 plus The old principal is this one. What is that? 2. What do you get? 46,200 shillings. Nantal, are you okay?
Yeah.
Now this is the money he returns. Clear? Now, what is the total interest? Because the question said now calculate the total interest. Interest, you know that it's amount minus. Now, there you are. Amount minus original. Now the principal must be the original. And that is 46,200 minus 200,000, giving us, that is 262.
246.
This value is wrong. What is the value? 484. That means Grace deceived us. 2884. Okay. You see that you borrowed this, but you are paying what? But what you added them is almost beyond. It's beyond what you even what? That's very bad business. Now we are saying that in compound interest, when you reach a certain year, you handle it as if you are in that year, as if you have just started a new year with a new principle, because this principle is for this year only. Now when you go in the second year, it's like you are starting a new business. It's like you are resuming business. Each year you resume what? The total interest, is it correct or wrong? Six. I was wondering, how could the interest be? It is 600 what?
95,000.
Are you sure? This money is, how can this be?
242 plus 242, you get 480.
This minus this, you get what?
Wait, minus.
Hey, we are subtracting. Yes. Grace. Is your head operating? She needs to be given some water. Any offer? Which value?
It's not 484, it's 266,200.
No.
Hey, because they are last.
What is this?
Yes.
This one is this. This one is...
It's 1,000.
no.
24.
24 like this. Then what is this? Calculators are going into technical form. No, you add well. What the old, let me put. Our interest is 24200 plus all the principal 200,000.
Yes.
No. All the principal here was
42,000.
yes, 242,000. Yes, then what is the total here?
It is 266.
Yes,
200.
like this.
Yes.
Okay, then come here. It means you have deceived, not so? What do you get? That is 6, eh?
6.
That's pretty understandable. Okay, you can remove that. Then we switch to another business. Hire purchase. Have you kept this? I don't know if somebody has understood well how to carry on this. Okay, hire purchase. Who has ever bought on hire purchase? And what is it? Have you ever bought in installments? Are you sure? What did you buy in installments? A cake. This is called installment buying. Now you tell us how you bought in installments and how you finished the whole money.
At first, the cake was at 50,000.
50,000.
I first went with 30,000.
30,000.
I said, this time I don't have money. First, will you allow me take this cake? That next time I'll come back with maybe tomorrow. I'll come back with the 20,000. That's it. Then those people are very kind. They allowed to give me the cake
At 50,000. Then when you went back,
I went back the next day and then I paid
you paid how much?
20,000.
Did they say now add 5,000 to pay 25? Okay. Who has ever again bought also? On yes, what did you purchase?
At home,
Mm.
we go to goods for a bookshop in Okona. Our bookshop, in fact. So, you sometimes, let's say you have a lot of things to buy, and that's for buying for my friends. You can tell them, let me take these books, and I leave you with, let me say, 2 million. Then when I come back on Monday, I'll give you another 2 million. Then on Wednesday, I'll give you 1 million, and all get so.
Now, after buying in installments, do you always pay much more than it should cost? Have you ever tried to buy on cash?
Check.
It's when you buy on cash and buy in installments. No seller will sell an item at the same price. If the price is 50,000, at least you will say because of over delaying it to finish, you have to pay 52. And when you buy in installments, you must pay an extra what? Now, normally, as he said that higher purchase money, higher purchase cost, that you first pay what? Deposit, not so? After paying a deposit, then you finish other what? Others in what? Installments. That means you first pay something, then you keep paying the remainder in an agreed period of what? Period of time. You can say that I'll pay the rest in 2 months. I'll be bringing, like she said, she first pays 2 million. Another time she comes and pays the balance and the balance until the money is finished. Let me read for you this one question there. Are you set there? I read for you this one. This deposit is also called the down payment. You can add that yourself. Down payment. Now it is here. Tom buys a TV set on hire purchase terms. Tom buys a TV set on hire purchase terms. He makes a down payment of 20,000 shillings. He makes a down payment of 20,000 shillings. 20,000 shillings and 15 monthly installments of shillings 18,000. Of shillings 18,000 part A. Calculate the hire purchase price. Part B. If he pays 70,000 shillings more, what was the cash price? If he pays 70,000 shillings more than the cash price, what was the cash price? If he pays 70,000 shillings more than the cash price, what was the cash price? Who can guide us there on part A? Part A. What am I doing? Higher purchase price is not going to be?
The down payment plus installments.
The down payment was?
20,000 shillings.
Installments?
18.
In 15 months. Not so? That will give you 20,000 plus this one is
270,000 shillings.
270. Okay, then add here
290,000 shillings.
90. That's what he pays, not so? Then somebody guide us on part B. More. Remember, he paid this. We said on hire purchase, you end up paying more than you should pay because they will cater for time that you wasted for them. What was the cash price?
290. Okay, higher trial.
Yes.
Purchase price minus the money you paid.
Purchase price minus extra money. That's very good. Very good. That's 290 minus the 70, giving us
220.
220. Thank you very, very much. That mental math. Okay, I hope hire purchase price means buying in installments. Have you captured that? I want to discuss the last part that we had left out called foreign what? Exchange.
Right.
Foreign exchange rates. You are recalling our primary, not so? It means you are revising primary. Okay, you got foreign exchange. We shall call it, shall give it some good word here called currency and exchange rates. Currency and exchange rates. Who can give us a small background? What does it deal with?
Exchange of different currencies of different countries.
Like I went to Kenya and I was selling my Uganda money at 36 shillings. You see, I was a bit puzzled because they could tell you that you are buying a small cup of tea they give you a figure, but when you compute you end up with 7,000 shillings of Uganda. But even the cup was very, very what? That means our currency weighs so less than the Kenyan what? And that time I was one Uganda shilling, no, one Kenya shilling was 36 UG. That was around 2018. And before you see, you can think you can convert your money and you'll have like 5,000 Kenya shillings and you think you have little money. You go somewhere, they say juice costs 40 shillings. If you don't compute fast before you pay, you can end up running bankrupt. Okay. Now that means it deals with change of currencies between countries, not so? Let me just give you a reminder question since you did these things. Okay, have this one here called given. Are we there? Which company deals with the currency exchange in Uganda? How do you call it? Yes? Forex Bureau. Okay. Given that $1 US, given that $1 US, you put this in brackets, $1 US, then put this in the brackets, $1 US, costs 2,000 costs 2,000 Uganda shillings. I think right now it's not costing that, not so? And you already even maybe you have some dollars, not so? And that of 1 Kenya shillings, and that of 1 Kenya shillings, and that of 1 Kenya shillings costs 25 Uganda shillings. Make the following conversions. $300. I think some people to come and discuss over this to Uganda shillings. That will be good for us to. Yes, you precious.
They've asked us to change $300 to Uganda shillings. Remember, as the question said, $1 US costs 2,000 Uganda shillings. If $1 US costs 2,000 Uganda shillings, then now what of $300? Will cost, as teacher said, like now here $1 US is 2,000. Alright, the currency of Uganda is low, but then here it looks much, but then it's low. So we shall have to multiply this and the $300 and the Uganda shillings to find the Uganda shillings that represent $300. Times $300. So $300 will cost Uganda shillings 600,000.
Yeah, thank you very much. Precious, you've been very, very good there. Okay, can we have this? Somebody finish up with this and we close this topic. To Kenya shillings. Oh, $2, sorry. $2, then you can come. I've seen you warming up.
Shall have to first change these Kenya shillings to the Uganda shillings for us to convert to dollars. So
say it again, explain further.
We shall have to first change the Kenya shilling to the Uganda shilling, since we are given the question Uganda shillings from the Kenya shillings. So we shall have to first change these ones to Uganda shillings, and then from Uganda shillings we shall have got to the dollars. So the question says that 1 Kenya shilling costs how much? Costs 25 Uganda shillings. So out of 16,000 Kenya shillings, so it will be 16,000 times the value that is on the right, which is 25, and all this should be in Uganda shillings. So 16,000 Kenya shillings will give us how? Will give us 400,000 Uganda shillings. So since we have already got the Uganda shillings, so the question is asking us change from the Kenya shillings to the dollars. And we've already converted the Kenya shillings to Uganda shillings, so we can now convert to the dollars. And as it is said, that 200 Uganda shillings costs $1. And what of just 1 Uganda shilling? How many US dollars will it cost? 1 out of 200. So 1 US dollar out of the 200, 2,000 Uganda shillings. And this should all be in US dollars. So here we are given 400,000 Uganda shillings. So it will cost 1 out of 200, 2,000 times the 400,000. This will all be dollars. So the 3 zeros and these 3 zeros can be cancelled. This can be $200. 200. So meaning these Uganda shillings 400,000 will cost $200. But then the question is asking us to convert the 16,000 Kenyan shillings to US dollars. So therefore, 16,000 Kenyan shillings will give us 200 US dollars.
Yeah, we can clap for her. You have not clapped in order. Mira did not. Please. Which clapping is that? Let us clap in order. Yeah, thank you very much. That is, I think you've captured this. Grace, we are very, very grateful. You have been very, very instrumental in this lesson. Yeah, you've done great. Now, I think that's the end of our business mathematics. It has been a long route because we've gone through profits and loss, discounts, commissions, foreign exchange, compound and simple, interest, and finally higher purchase. Now that's the end. I think we meet in the next topic.